thank you. I don't remember them being that funny in class, so that makes me nervous, because I thought, oh, I'll follow those two, and that'll be hilarious. And now I'm like, oh, crap. Literally, we were gone for 45 minutes. When did they become professional? It's making me upset in a very real, uncomfortable way. What I mean is, congratulations, I hate you guys. I also made a list, because that's what we were supposed to do. And if you want to know it, you should have been at the fucking class with me. Because it's personal.
That's it.
So, I'll probably get into a deal with it. So, all right. So, there's ants in here. This is how you get ants, Chris. There's ants in here.
Right
Just
now.
saying. This place is going down. So anyway, I can't stand the term "I lost my job," and let me explain why. I have been fired from many a job. I have had many a job. I have quit many a job. I have never once lost my job. I know exactly where the job's at. I even know who's doing the job in some way. At best, I can say the job lost me. But I don't think the job's that concerned. I picture the scene like, you know, you get dressed, and you get to your car, and you drive to work, and you get there, and it's just emptiness. It's just like tumbleweed. And you're like, son of a bitch, I lost my job. It's never happened to anybody. So it irks me when you're like, I lost my job. No, you didn't. You know where it's at. You know where it's at. Speaking of jobs. So obviously I've had a lot of jobs in my life, and I've worked in the restaurant industry a long part of my job career. And recently I've started working in a corporate environment. And the corporate environment has offered me some very fun things. Those fun things are called benefits, or bennies, if you get to know them nicely. So benefits are great. And they've been quite exciting for me and something new, and they make me feel all grown up. And the most interesting thing about benefits to me was life insurance. So life insurance did two things for me. Life insurance taught me, A, how much I'm worth if I'm dead, which, surprise fact, is depressing. And then two, it taught me who wants me dead. And that is depressing in a whole nother way. And that's actually awkward. I was quite excited to get benefits, and to be all grows up. So like anybody who grows up does, I called my parents. And I said, hey, no, job's going great. The new job's fantastic. Yes, they do offer benefits. It's amazing, thank you. Yes, I do feel grown up. Why? That's an interesting question. I do have life insurance now. I don't know, about $5,000, I guess, if I'm... What do you mean, who's my beneficiary? No, Mom, I know how to spell your middle name. You don't need to, tell me. So, I mean, as you can imagine, that first phone call you get like that is uncomfortable, but the next 7 is the awkward part. And makes me avoid Thanksgiving from now on. So I have a fair amount of pets at my house. I'm a pet lover. By the way, that was on my list, so there's a glimpse into my list. I love animals. So I'm a pet lover. I have cats at the house, and they terrify me. I don't know if anybody else has pets here. Mine are evil and terrify me. So here's why my cats keep me up at night in like that 1,000-yard stare when I'm trying to pretend to sleep. Quick backstory on my cats. My partner and I decided to rescue a young kitten as the nice gentleman that we are. And this is a true side note to the story, which I find hilarious. A lesbian friend of my partner recommended that we rescue this kitten at about 6 weeks old, I want to say. And she found the cat in Gulfport underneath a bush. So the literal backstory on this cat is that a lesbian found a pussy under a bush in Gulfport. And that is absolutely true. So now my cat has to live with that life story. So we raised it as our own because we don't judge. And at about 6 months old, she decides to get pregnant. And some people may call this bad parenting. Some people just think kittens having kittens is an American epidemic. We choose not to judge, especially ourselves, so we go with the epidemic part. She has kittens, and in a very cute way, this little Manson family started. So we kept 2 of the kittens, and the mother we thought was being adorable by bringing in, bugs and lizards for the cats to play with throughout the cat door, and we thought, oh, that's cute. That's cute. Well, it started cute, then it became horrifying. Because what happens is, you start finding dead bugs in the house, and then it's dead lizards in the house, and then it's decapitated squirrels in the house, and then it's dead birds in the house. And to go back to the thing that keeps me up at night, it's decapitated squirrels in the house. Yeah, there's 2 parts of that I want you to pay attention to. Decapitated, meaning they have no heads. Squirrels, meaning it's plural. So what freaks me out is, I've heard of pets and cats keeping, giving their owners tokens of their love. Not keeping memories from their kills. It's a little Dexter-ish, it's a little American Psycho, like I'm going to come home and there's going to be plastic sheets up on the wall. Like Huey Lewis and the News is playing in the background, and there's an obscure reference for it. And, but the actual terrifying thing about that is basically that not just that I'm going to find like this pile of skulls somewhere, because I don't know where these heads are, but I'm genuinely worried that, in cleaning up the house someday, I'm going to find a throne of skulls somewhere. And that is why I cannot get sleep. I actually thought it would be a good idea to save the animals around us by putting bells on their collar to give fair warning. But all that's done, it's like the cannons at a Hunger Game nowadays. As you hear the jingling, and you're just like, what's dead now? Absolutely horrible. So I like getting massages. Does anybody get massages in here? Does anybody like massages? Obviously, because they feel good. I have started wondering more and more, how many times a day do you think a licensed massage therapist gets farted on? Because I think it's just a weird occupational hazard. And I'm not trying to blame the victim here, but it's 100% their fault. Think about it. You have soothing music on, you're relaxed, there's an aromatherapy happening, and then they press on you. And all I feel is they get what they deserve at that point. And you do not have to tip extra for that. But it can ruin a happy ending. Recently I've realized how extremely fun it is to be gay. Not fun like let's go to Russia and Jamaica fun for gay. Thank you for laughing at people being murdered in other countries. But more like really fun here in America because I can go anywhere and order a snickerdoodle latte and not worry about people judging me. And I love that. I can order a snickerdoodle anything and not be judged because who cares if they think I'm gay? Obviously. Like I just picture, can I get the mocha frappuccino venti, and somebody in the corner is going to say, I bet he sucks dick. And I'm going to say, I do. You just have all that relief from you. Gay's also fun in the sense that I can play with myself and not worry about does this make me gay, because I enjoy it. worry about that. Like, when you're really enjoying a penis in their hand and it's theirs, do they think, do I enjoy the penis in my hand? Do I enjoy that as me? It's something I don't have to deal with. The other thing is gay rights have come a long ways, and civil rights in general, and that's fun in a sense. So civil rights are really fun while you're fighting for them. Civil rights are an amazing relief when you get them. Civil rights are kind of a burden once you have them. Let me explain. So I think the fight for gay marriage is great. And I wanted to have the ability for gay marriage because it's ridiculous that we didn't have it. And then Florida passed the law that said, you can get married gays. And I went, yes, what a relief. And then you have your straight friends that got married after 2 years saying, you guys have been together about 7 years now. When you're going to get married? And I think, that was a great excuse for 7 years I had. And now there's pressure. Like I said, it's a burden. And then I feel like a bad gay for not using the rights because I have them now. I don't need that kind of pressure on my life. But I feel like civil rights, that's been the same way for a long time when you look at it. Because I picture a young Negro girl at a Jackie Robinson game back in the day. And this is, shortly after white people realized that you cannot catch black from a toilet seat. And they integrated restrooms, which was a relief and great. Because civil rights, when you get them, is a relief. When you have them, a burden. So she's had a little bit too much grape soda while she's watching the game. I'm sorry, grape pop. And she has to go to the bathroom. So she gets up and takes herself to the integrated ladies' restroom, in which there's a ridiculously long line, as there has been in all of history, for all women's restrooms. At some point when she's standing in that line, she has to think, God, I wish I had my own bathroom. So I'm going to finish off the night with a one last observation, and we're going to go a little bluer on this one. Bluer than the Negro girl needing her own bathroom. So I don't understand fat child molesters. Now bear with me, because all of you are wondering where I'm going. I am not saying that fat children should not be molested. That would be a horrible thing to say. They have enough issues in their life right now. To say that they are not molestable is rude. I would never say that. What I'm saying is that I don't understand fat people that molest children, and here's why. The scene as I see it is the city park with kids playing. The panel truck pulls up. The sliding door opens. To that. And the heavier set person sticks his head out and says, hey, kids, got some candy in here. Obviously the kids are interested, it's free candy. Obviously the fat kids are at the front of that line, it's free candy. And sometimes 2 + 2 = 4, and we just have to live with that. So as they get closer, the guy's like, hey, got some free candy in my car. And then it realizes to him that it's candy he's giving away. And all I hear him doing is, wait, it's my candy. Slams the door and drives off. And I just don't think fat people would give up candy even for sex. But in all seriousness, I would like to leave you all with this thought about that joke. That is a joke. That is not real. And there is honestly nothing more emotionally traumatizing than child rape.
Yes.
Just those tiny hands all over you. It stays with you in a way that. All right, thank you very much.